Hey everyone, thanks for joining. John here, software engineer with 10 years of experience, PhD in economics, where I studied post-secondary alternative credentials like certifications and coding boot camps. And today we are making a Laterally community calendar feature. So here's the GitHub issue 209. Laterally is open source. That's the code repository, and you can visit the UI at laterally.io. You can sign up for free. It'll help you land your first or next programming role. So what is a community calendar feature? Why are we building it? How are we going to build it? A community calendar feature is a calendar invite that anyone can add to their own calendar, whether you're using Gmail, Outlook, or another email provider. And it will allow you to subscribe to the ongoing events that Laterally is going to have. Most recently, I announced a stream schedule. So here's the stream schedule, Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern. Why am I doing this? Because I got laid off. So I have this time slot available. So that would fit over Pacific lunch. And then there is a dessert hour stream. So after dinner for me, because I'm on the East Coast. But that will be after work if you're on the West Coast. And that will be all sorts of tech content. I'll be having discussions with engineering managers, other programmers, ranging from the junior level to the staff plus level. Open source development, like we'll be doing right now. And I may also do additional interview prep, including LeetCode or Codeforces or SysDesign or behavioral or whatever. In addition, there's also going to be ad hoc streams. Like currently, this is an ad hoc stream, a not scheduled one. So follow the page on YouTube, on Twitch, on TikTok, X, whatever your platform is. And these will be the regular streams, and then there will be additional ad hoc streams. So that's the schedule. And then we are going to implement this in basically 2 stages. The first stage is to use my Google Calendar. So here's a Google Calendar. You can see under other calendars, I've clicked the plus button and I've made a Laterally community calendar. Here, I can go to the settings and I can make this available to the public. Okay. Shared settings saved. So this is now a public calendar. And now I can create at 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Laterally lunch coding sessions series. And this will repeat every weekday, 3 to 4. Okay. I think that's it. Let me add the YouTube link as well. So we'll point people to the YouTube live streams by default. Streaming on YouTube and other platforms. And then there will be playlists So here is the LeetCode practice playlist. All right, you can go to playlists tab on YouTube. And then there is also the Building Laterally playlist. So let's link those in the calendar as well. That's another reason to go to YouTube over the other platforms. Saved stream playlists, including but not limited to LeetCode streams, Laterally, site development, open source. Okay. There's the Laterally site development, and then here would be the LeetCode streams. Go ahead and close some of these tabs. We don't need all these. I'll leave the local host open. Thank you for the likes. Okay, great. So we now have this recurring event. However, it appears to be on my personal calendar. So let's try to alter that. I'll copy this on my clipboard in case I need to totally move it. More actions, copy to Latterly community calendar. I guess so. I don't know that I want to copy it, but maybe copy and then delete is the most practical way forward. So we'll save. Save that. Okay, now I'll delete my original series. So now I just have the brown, which correlates with my calendar. Great. Let's edit one more time. In addition to the calendar being public, I also want to make sure the event itself is public. You can see it's set to default visibility. And maybe that would be fine because the calendar is already set to public, but I'm just going to be doubly sure and force it to public. Great. Now that I have this, I should be able to get the link. Publish event. Here's the link to the event. Okay. Got that on my clipboard. And now I'll take this off screen. And let's open up localhost. Okay, here's localhost. I've just made a dummy add the Google Calendar link here. Let me get rid of the image tag in case that's confusing. Here is an anchor. It may not look like it, but it's an anchor. And what does the code look like? So here's VS Code. That's the href literal. So it's just sort of a boring anchor tag with an enormous href that was on my clipboard from the calendar. Does that make sense? And I'll go ahead and give it a target equals blank. This is all going to be temporary. We're not actually going to put it here, but just to illustrate the way this thing works. So on that other browser instance, I'm in my Latterly account, and then here I'm in my personal. And so when I click this, it will add it to my personal calendar. I'm not going to actually do that right now. I don't feel like bringing that up on the screen. Thanks for joining. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and give it a like. We're also on Twitch and LinkedIn. Thanks everyone for being here. On TikTok, you can tap the screen and give it many likes on TikTok. Please do. That will help the algorithm send it around. Thank you so much. Bathsheba, thanks for being here. Okay, so that's how we implement it from the Google Calendar side. Now, how do we implement it on the Next.js side? I want to put it under the community tab here. So I want it to say events or maybe community calendar. Let me know if you have a strong opinion. Calendar and events. Could do both. We could have two links that go to the same place for now. I think I'm going to do that, actually. That might sound crazy, but in the future, events might be separate from community calendar. How about events calendar? Let's just do that. Let's just do one link. Okay, so open up VS Code. I'll leave that anchor there just so that I have the link, basically. And what I want to do is view this community dropdown. Doing Command-Shift-F, looking for community. I'm looking only in my TSX files. Can collapse these that are from other repositories. I'm in a VS Code multi-root. So here we go. So here is Latterly source core page wrapper community menu items. Command click that. On a Mac, Control if you're on Windows. And here is where I want to be. So you have the Hall of Fame, browse all profiles, and Discord. Another thing I want to do here is add the for recruiters view here. How much time do I have? We'll do that in a separate PR. We'll do that in a separate PR. Part of me is like, let's do it now. No, let's not do it now. So this is going to be events calendar. We'll make events calendar page. If you are a designer, let me know if there's research on events page versus calendar, community calendar, etc. Maybe events, community events. I like the events calendar page because when we have a technical conversation, when I talk about events, that could mean many things. But when I talk about an event calendar, that's pretty clear. Okay, so now I'm looking for community page and I'm going to take a reference code approach to basically copy this. So here we are in index.tsx under pages community, not using the app router. That update will be coming soon. Stay tuned. Okay, so we'll make a new folder. This is going to be events calendar. I always have a tough time spelling calendar, but I think I've finally drilled it into my head the right way to spell that. Index.tsx. What did you build this website with? We're using Next.js and in particular the Blitz.js stack. So here's blitzjs.com. And you can also go to latterly.io, scroll to the footer, click the GitHub, and it's all open source. And you can see the package.json to see all the libraries that it's built with, Tailwind and so on. Is it being hosted? Yep. Yeah, latterly.io, hosted on Vercel, domain on GoDaddy. Currently, we'll see if I move it. Is it built only with Next and Blitz? Nope. See the package.json for the other packages, but that's most of it. That's most of it. Vercel, yep. Vercel, only one L. Okay, so let's copy this page. We'll just start by copying it. Rename this events calendar page. GitHub Copilot helping me out. Thank you so much. We'll start with this. Events calendar page. And I think I need to recompile to get this on routes. So this doesn't, oh, it already exists here. Maybe command clicking into it. Yeah, okay, now the IDE is happy. So I'll restart my server again. ESLint was complaining about the non-existence of that page, but command clicking on routes forced me to dive into the node modules where it had already been created. That busted the cache, and then ESLint was content when it busted cache and realized that it was there. Okay, so now I should be able to click over. Let's go see the UI. I should be able to click over to that page, and it's just going to look like the community page for now. So here we have Hall of Fame, browse all profiles, events calendar, Discord. So I click events calendar. I see the favicon looks like a spinner, which means it's loading. So that dev server is still loading. And it threw me back to home. So that's kind of strange. Unexpected div. Okay, I'll comment this. Maybe the formatting is off somehow. Oh, I didn't mean to click the Discord. Events calendar. Yeah, okay, so this is what I expect. So it just looks like a copy of the community tab for now, or like the browse all profiles. How do you prevent cyber attacks on your site? I don't prevent them, right? You just mitigate them. So people are welcome to try and attack it. But it's secure. Why is it secure? I'm using secure third-party services. I'm using Supabase, which can tolerate just extremely high TPS. I have point-in-time backups on my database. So if you do manage to DDoS me, I mean, first of all, good job. It's going to be pretty hard. But if you do manage to do it, then I have backups. And then there's the cockroach strategy, right? Security by obscurity. Like, why would you want to DDoS me? I have like 200 users. So if you want to invest all the time and effort, you're welcome to. Can you repeat that? Yeah, I think basically there's 3 things that I do to mitigate, maybe 4. So 1, I'm so lost. Hey, why don't you join the Discord and we can talk about it further? So security of the website is a very different topic than what we're dealing with now. But basically using third-party services that are secure by default. That's the basic idea. Okay, so here, let's start by changing the title. Start by changing the title. I don't need a, so this is the community page. Let's leave that alone. Page, this is looking good. I'll stage the submenu. This one I'm ignoring. Command P, pages, events, TSX. So this is the file I'm looking for. Does not need a userless component at all. So we'll just delete that. Then it doesn't need the mutation or any of the stuff. And we don't need suspense. So here I can just put a paragraph, which says, subscribe to the Latterly community events calendar to receive reminders about upcoming, let's see, streams, meetups, and other events. Yeah, that sounds great. Community, this will be called events calendar. So this is the events calendar page. That's in the title. And here is in the H1. Get rid of that H3, Command S. And now, ta-da, it's this tiny little card. Tiny card. I think this is pretty good. Over 1,000 likes on TikTok. Thank you so much. By the way, if you're on TikTok and if you want to see the full screen, you can go to YouTube or Twitch. The link is in my bio, and you'll be able to see the full screen. If you're on YouTube or Twitch already, thanks so much for being here. Tap like and consider following the page. All right, so now let's add the hyperlink. I'm going to go ahead and commit this basic sort of like init page. So this is feet, init calendar page. Don't need suspense there anymore in the import block. And now let me go to the block that I commented and grab the anchor out of that. And then I'll delete the rest of the comment. There's some changes down there. I don't know what that's. It looks like it's just formatting. I think I'll revert that. Okay, so on my clipboard, I have that giant href from Google Calendar. So subscribe to the Latterly Community Events Calendar here. So there's the word here. And then I'll let the auto format take care of the formatting. I do want to alter the style, and I want to make sure there's spaces in there. You see that? So here I'm going to ask Copilot to help me out by using a comment. Oh, that's not the right comment syntax. Let's see. On the next line, use a Tailwind class name for underlining this link. I think it's just underline. Yeah, and you can see Copilot helped me out because it read my comment. I'll also add in spaces before and after here. Okay, I put the spaces inside of the anchor, so it's underlining the spaces. I don't really like the look and feel of that. So let me move that to prior and after the anchor. But it's the right idea. Okay, subscribe to the Latterly Community Events Calendar here to receive reminders about upcoming streams, meetups, and other events. I can't find the Discord link, bro. So you can see it in two places. If you go to my bio, there's a Discord link. And then also under community, it's the word Discord. So Latterly IO, community dropdown, Discord button. Okay, let's make sure I have a target blank on this. Great, so it will not redirect to my current screen. Otherwise, I think that's pretty much it. What else are we missing? I could do like a preview of this. I could like write the schedule down as well in the copy. But I don't want to. I don't want to. I want to be able to change it. And this information is not in the database, so I would have to do a code deployment to change the schedule. That's not a big deal either. Maybe it's fine. Yeah, that's fine. We'll do a quick couple paragraphs. Currently, there are 3 main recurring events in the Latterly community. Watch the calendar for more. Okay, so there's OL. Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern coding streams. Watch the calendar for more and join the Discord if you have questions. The Discord link is under the community. Is under the community tab in the top navigation area. Hi there, I don't know if this is the place to ask a question. I'm looking to become a data analyst. What are some good languages or programs to learn? I have some experience in a couple languages. To become a data analyst, you only need 2 languages. You really only need one. You need SQL. You need SQL. And then Python would be a brilliant idea. Although you can actually become a tier 2 data analyst without Python. So that's the TLDR programs that help with this. Your high quality coding bootcamp. So you go to course report, browse schools, all schools, sort by most reviewed. Don't sort by best reviewed. You'll get 3 reviews with 5 stars. You don't want that. You want 4.9 with thousands of reviews. So go to most reviewed and then look for data analyst bootcamps. There's a creator I really like. I think his name is Zach Wilson. That's maybe more data engineer, data science. I'm not sure. I really like this guy. I have not taken his course. I don't know if he has the world's best course, but you should at least follow him on social media. Very smart guy. Exactly is his kind of like lead handle. How does one join an agency on TikTok? I don't know. Jason says R. You don't need R. Not in 2024. You could optionally learn R to maybe get access to 5% more jobs, but at the junior level, I wouldn't recommend learning multiple languages. Okay, so this looks okay. The formatting here doesn't look very good. We'll use a little bit more Tailwind to clean it up. Okay, currently there are 3 main recurring events in the Latterly community. Watch the calendar for more and join the Discord if you have questions. Monday to Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern, coding streams. Okay. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Let me go ahead and spell out the words. That's probably better for SEO, right? Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, 9 p.m. ET, coding or podcast or tech podcast. Coding and tech podcast content streams, okay? And then Saturday, small group for learning to code on Saturday. What time is it? It's like 11. Let me double check that. 11:30. Small groups for learning to code on Saturdays at 11:30 a.m. ET. Okay. So I'm going to provide this to GPT, ask it to style it, and then we'll be done. Consider the following page markup. Let's use Tailwind to improve the spacing between paragraphs and ensure the list items are numbered. And then I'm hoping it's going to go ahead and do the list indentation with those numbers. But if it doesn't, I'll ask it to do that as well. I'm going to stage this, clicking the plus button in VS Code. Then I'll simply paste over with whatever GPT gives me, and I'll be able to see the diff. I'm not going to naively accept what GPT is giving me. I'm going to look at the diff. There's that long href string. A tip that you could do to preserve tokens in GPT that I failed to do here is you could replace and generify that href. The content of this href doesn't matter for GPT's purposes. In fact, I should probably go make it a secret. Zach Wilson, the QB, not the QV. No, he would. I think he would laugh if you told him that. That's funny to me. So this looks a lot better, right? Events calendar, current recurring events. Currently, there are 3 main areas. Yeah, this is exactly what I want. All right, thanks so much for being here. That's going to do it for today's stream. This will be deployed in the next hour, and you'll be able to add the calendar, and I hope you do. And I hope you also join the Discord